Framer's new AI site generator is the easiest way to launch your website today without messing with any code. We just type in a prompt and in seconds we have a site. We need an element that isn't available natively. We wipe code with Workshop to create a component for it. Then just hit publish and our link is live, ready to share anywhere. Today, you're learning all about this new AI workflow so you can launch sites faster than ever. My name is Nandi, this is Framer University, and let's get started. Okay, so if you're new to Framer, the first thing that you'll have to do is to go down to the description. There will be a link, create a free Framer account. You'll click that, sign up, and just jump right into a new project. And yeah, just follow what I'm doing right here because it is going to be crazy. So when we open Framer and we start a new project, this is what we're gonna see. We basically have a homepage here with a desktop breakpoint, and yeah, that's it. And let's just assume that we don't know anything about creating websites with Framer. We're complete beginners. So what we do in this case is we go to the top left and click this little insert button. So once we click this, we can see that we have this new option here called Wireframer. So let's click that. And as you can see, now this little chat box appears where I can type in my prompt. So let's say I want to build a personal portfolio. As you can see, we also have these little presets that we can work with. So if we want to build a portfolio or a personal page, we can also just start with these. So actually, let's try with this personal page template or preset. As you can see, create simple personal page with a list of projects. Yeah, let's go with this. And yeah, as you can see, it starts generating. And it starts also creating all of these breakpoints. So basically our website will be nicely responsive. So what we see right here will work both on desktop and on mobile as well. And what's crazy about this tool is that you have two ways of like editing the content that is being generated here. You can either come in here and like tweak it. You can upload your own photo. You can, write different texts here and everything. Or you can go back to Wireframer and just ask to maybe add a project grid. So, and actually it also gives you like little suggestions to like add new sections or maybe a navigation bar or something. So I'm going to just say, please add a grid for showcasing projects. Showcasing shots from projects. Let's see if we get that. As you can see, it just places it right here. Perfect. This is what I actually needed. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just order it. So now it's right here, but I want to place it inside of these. So I can easily just press Command X and then paste it in with Command V here. And now it is within this content. So I'm gonna start with this large grid with all of the images, and then some work experience, and then of course we have the footer at the end. I'm going to also ask to maybe add a simple navigation bar and a simple navigation bar at the top. Yeah, as you can see, now we have the top navigation. However, you can see that it doesn't really have like a mobile version. So it's basically the same on mobile. But what I want to do is I want to have like a little drop down or like a menu button here that I can click to open it down. So of course we are beginners, so we cannot really do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, please make the navigation turn into a menu on mobile. And we're going to zoom in here and you can see it's already like a little hamburger menu that we can open. It's just perfect. So yeah, once we have something like this, then we can fill it out with the content that we need. So what I'm going to do here really quickly, I'm probably going to speed up this part, is I'm going to just maybe upload some images, change the colors, maybe add a logo or something, and then at the end we're going to have a nice customized website. And yeah, as you can see, I'm basically done. After just a few minutes of tweaking the content, I have my own logo, I have my own picture here. I could have tweaked the text, I didn't really do that, but yeah, I uploaded a few images. I made this grid a little bit smaller so that the image ratios are a little bit better, and yeah, I also added a few items here in this list. And as you can see, if I go into preview with this little play button, I can see how my website will look on the internet. And you can see as I start resizing it, it is perfectly responsive. So yeah, it looks really cool. What I can do also, by the way, is on phone I can put these right below each other. So what I can do here is I can select the grid and I can just set the number of columns to 1, and then I can make it a little bit higher like this. So as you can see, this doesn't require you to like know anything about coding whatsoever. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. And the fact that we could build it so in such a fast way with just the use of AI is pretty crazy. Well, I hope you are still here, because now comes the crazy part. Because let's say I want to give my site a unique little touch and make it a little bit more fun by adding a little clock in the footer. So usually what you would need to do in order to create something like this is, like use code components in Framer and like code something that actually does the functionality that you're looking for. Because Framer is a no-code tool. You can do a bunch of things on the canvas just by drawing rectangles and playing with these simple properties on the right panel. But as every no-code tool, Framer also has its limits. But when we hit one of those limits, what we can do is we can just use the help of Workshop, which is again a new AI feature inside of Framer. We can access it by pressing Command K on our keyboard and then typing in Workshop. And as you can see, now I see it right here. I can just click it, and as you can see, it opened here on the right in a little window. So I can resize this a little bit, and as you can see, this also has different presets that I can start with, or I can just write my prompt in here. So what will happen is I write in the prompt, and then it will generate me a code component here inside the Framer. And yes, you are right, we were able to do something like this with AI already. We could generate code components, but we had to go back and forth, copy the code, paste it in the Framer, and it was just taking so much time. With this, it's super simple. I want to have, so please create a clock that always shows the local time in Hungary. And what I can also say is that, for example, I want to be able to change the font and stuff like that. So please add font property controls. And I want to also be able to change the colors of the text. That's it. I send it. And as you can see, it starts generating, and soon we'll see this little frame here, and yeah, our component will appear there. As you can see, already started writing the code and everything, and hopefully in just a few seconds we're gonna see the live thing there. And yeah, as you can see, it's right here, and yeah, indeed, it's past midnight. So this is very much correct. So now what I can do is I can just test it to see if it works. So I'm going to click this little component, and as usual, we have the property controls on the right. So I can change the color of the text, which works perfectly. I can also change the font. Let's see if that works. And yeah, that also works. I can also set it to fit content width and fit content height. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, I think it just works. However, if it doesn't work, you can always just select the component that you just generated, click Edit in Workshop in the right panel, and just say that, hey, please do this and that. It doesn't work. Can you please add that? Can you please modify it? And then, it will just start making those additional tweaks to it. Also, it just gives you these little suggestions: add background color, make font size adjustable, add border and around the clock. So you can, also click these suggestions if those are actually what you're looking for. What I'm going to do with this though is I'm going to actually put it inside of my website. So usually when we're having these texts that are changing, we want to use mono font. So I'm going to search for DM mono. Yes, this looks much better. I'm going to change it to a little bit smaller size, and maybe medium. And I'm going to change it to maybe 20% white. So I can just press Command X to cut it and place it on my clipboard, and I can paste it here below the footer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap these two in a stack with Option Command and Enter, and I'm gonna set the alignment to the left here on the right panel, set the gap to a little bit smaller, and then I'm gonna move, I don't even know where I wanna have this little clock, maybe at the bottom. Yeah, I think that looks great. And then we're gonna have a little bit more gap between these two, maybe 8. And then I'll just copy this text layer, paste it in here, and I'll say local time in Hungary. And I'll just wrap these two, set the gap to 0, and set the alignment to left. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. Maybe I can change the color here to white. Maybe the clock is white, I don't know. But yeah, as you can see now, if I preview, I scroll down, all of my visitors will know the local time in Hungary. Pretty cool. And you know, this is just the start. Like anything that you can imagine, you can ask Workshop to create that for you. So yeah, make sure to try it out. Make sure to experiment with like different components, different crazy ideas. I've seen some people create some really like amazing stuff with it. So yeah, make sure to give it a go and have fun with it. So as you can see now, the AI workflow with Framer for building websites really quickly is that you go to the insert panel, you open Wireframer, and you start like asking it to build certain sections for you really quickly. Then you go on the canvas, you tweak the content, change the text, upload some images, and then if you have additional crazy ideas, you develop them with the use of AI. You just start vibe coding with Workshop to create these more complex functionalities or crazier components, and just add them right on your website. Because as you can see, in a little bit more than 10 minutes, we were able to create something like this, which looks pretty cool. It's not just an ugly website, it's actually something that looks pretty decent, and it's also fully responsive, so it's gonna look great on desktop, on phone, and on any screen size. And at this point, all you have to do is to just go to the top right corner, click publish, and you see, just in a couple of seconds, you have a link that you can share on the internet. And yeah, basically now it just takes a little bit more than 10 minutes to launch your website, or a website for your business, or for whatever. So if you don't like this link, by the way, you can just add the domain. You have a free Framer subdomain, so you can just write Nandi's website. Okay, I cannot write this character, but yeah, Nandi's website. .framer the website, and there we go. But you can also add the custom domain if you are on a paid plan. So yeah, that's it for this video. I really do hope that it was helpful and I could show you something interesting. Yeah, make sure to try it out. Again, you're gonna find the link in the description. Create a free Framer account. You can click that and get started really quickly, and hopefully in an hour you're gonna have a website live on the internet. So yeah, have fun playing around with this. Or if you want to, learn more about Framer and take your skills to the next level to be able to, tweak your sites a little bit more that you generated with AI, you can also check out some other videos on my channel or Framer University, where I have a bunch of resources like crazy components, remixes, scroll animations, so you can also remix those and actually see the projects of like how they were built. So yeah, that's it for this video. Make sure to like it, subscribe for more, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.